Let's go now. 18 Gators.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And down right near the 25, able to break through that initial contact, got him some extra yardage. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 3rd down, Jones. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw. This is caught at the 20. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They run again on 1st down, Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. That's it, brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
On second and inches, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Stafford.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. Stafford. He'll buy some time right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jermaine Kearse, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Prater. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Stafford now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford, eluding the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Curse. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right here, right here. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
The final shot before the break, Stanford. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Eric Tomlinson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. A first down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
60 or.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones, off play action. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Now Jones on 1st down. He completes it to Tate. A good pickup there, a 22. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 41 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Marcus Golden picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check it. Zoo.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Flush to his right. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Looking to throw on second down. Jones. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. On the draw, this is Barkley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 25 yards that time. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That was simply terrific vision by the runner. He was able to use his eyes and follow his blocks and carry himself to the end zone.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will shave one more off this lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. tuck it away, take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They run the counter now. It's Anderson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Stafford, he's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.